Hi, we're Oscar. We started 2 years ago with one mission. Healthcare is broken, and we want to make it better. So we set out over those 2 years, building from the ground up, a company that focused on technology and design to make insurance intuitive, simple, and human. In other words, it's the kind of insurance that we wanted for ourselves. At Oscar, the individual member is everything to us. Not only do we help our members navigate through the increasingly complex healthcare system, we also incentivize our members to stay healthy. For example, we pay you to go to the doctor to get a checkup. We pay you to get a flu shot. We give you unlimited access to telemedicine. Push a button on your phone, you can talk to a doctor day or night, free of charge. We even pay you every day you hit your step goal, and we'll send you a misfit tracker so you can keep count of those steps. Now, when we started, we took some of the best engineers from Facebook, Tumblr, Spotify, and others, crammed them into a room, and looked at our first task. At this point, we had 3 months to build all the core systems to get this company up and going. Now, this is an extremely daunting task for any business, but add in the complexities of being highly regulated and security-focused, you can see it gets complicated really fast. So it starts with the first of many choices. Do we build our own secured physical data center and manage it, or do we go to the cloud? Now, I have a lot of experience managing massive data centers, most recently at Tumblr, where our physical data centers were doing over 20 billion page views each and every month. Looking around that room and seeing that we had 2 systems engineers and a handful of developers, the choice was simple. So we started looking at what providers should we use for this. And Amazon is a clear leader when it comes to HIPAA-compliant or HIPAA-eligible offerings. So for us, we were absolutely done with physical data centers. There's this misconception around organizations that owning your own gear ends up being way less expensive. What people don't realize is you end up shifting those operational costs elsewhere. So if you have to staff a 24/7 operation, you now have a networking team, data center technicians, and an operations team, or NOC. Soon that purchase order doesn't seem so cheap, let alone all the hardware failures and hardware refreshes you'll be facing. So we chose Amazon. And there are many HIPAA-eligible services that we leverage that are critical to our day-to-day operations at Oscar. These include things such as encrypted S3 with multi-factor authentication. This means we have triple replicated versions, individually encrypted files. The storage is so cheap that we store every database backup since our very first member signed up. That's a full database backup every 30 minutes for years. With EC2, with encrypted EBS and IPsec, we're guaranteed that all our data is fully encrypted in transit and at rest. We take additional measures and remount each individual mount point, so no matter what or where any data is written, whether it's an application log or kernel core dump, we're assured that data is sitting on encrypted volumes. Redshift is critical in our organization. We use it to crunch through hundreds of terabytes of analytical claims data. We originally started with Vertica, and it worked great, but we had to start scaling that because we were growing so fast. We don't have a dedicated DBA. When we switched to Redshift, being able to scale that was possible just from using my phone. Security groups are also essential to us. It assures us that our applications are talking to only the services that they are authorized to be communicating with. Now, when we started building out this infrastructure, we had 2 core principles that we put in place and are true today. 1, keep everything simple, and 2, build everything to be self-service. To keep it simple, we use Packer to manage a single AMI. When that server comes online, there's a tag in EC2 which defines what that role is going to be doing, and Ansible will configure all the services and application for that specific role. What that means is now a developer can spin up a development version of that same type of role. We have 35 or 40 different roles to choose from, and they can make their changes, commit, open up a pull request, we'll approve it on the system side, make sure it meets all our compliance needs, and then merge those changes out to production. In essence, we've taken very simple tools and built a change management process around it. This is all powered using simple tags in EC2. To keep things self-service, if you, in any organization, can't afford to have developers blocked on simple requests like, hey, I need a new server. So we currently still have 2 systems engineers and 45 current developers. That development team keeps growing. So Amazon's API made it super simple to build automation and tooling around each one of their services. We leverage Hubot and HipChat and provide our development team with simple chat commands that let them interact with our environment. With one command, they can provision brand new servers. They can anonymize development databases and refresh that as often as they want. They can do code deploys and much, much more. This now means that a developer can take an idea and turn it into a service and application in no time. What that means is our members now get quicker access to newer, greater features. I'm very proud to say that today we're doing over 125 production changes each and every day. Now, it's no surprise that being a health insurance company, we deal with a massive amount of data. We were handed 25 million historical claims 3 months ago, and we had to start doing episode grouping and cost analysis on these. Now, the tool we used allowed us to do 1 claim every 10 seconds. It doesn't take a lot of math to realize that at that rate, we'd be ready by open enrollment 2020. So we sat down with our development team, and we said, how can we retool this one utility? By that afternoon, we were able to leverage auto-scaling in Amazon. We spun up thousands of machines and crunched through all this data in the matter of hours. What that means to our members is now we're able to provide upfront, transparent costs before they even leave their house. So for example, this is what a member can see for indigestion. They can clearly see every care path and what it'll cost them out of pocket. Again, it's all about empowering our members to make better decisions about their care. I want to conclude by saying that we're the only insurance company that's fully running in Linux and fully on the cloud. This is many thanks to all the offerings that are HIPAA eligible from Amazon. Thank you.